Hi, I'm Craig Ramsay, celebrity trainer, fitness expert, Canadian, reality star, and I'm not wearing any underwear. This is a show where I talk to super hot guys and find out why he's fit.
He's fit.
Oh, 68. Ooh, 69. Oh, hey, I didn't see you there. I was just finishing up my workout, and that one got me really pumped. Welcome to He's Fit. Before we bring out our super sexy guest, let's talk about your fitness. Working out can be really tough, and everyone plateaus. That's why I'm here to help you get on top of your workout when it gets really hard. You saw me doing Bosu ball balancing squats, which is a great exercise for not only the legs, but the core. However, this could be a dangerous exercise for numerous people. Those that don't have the athletic ability yet to do this. Some people are taking medications that could affect their equilibrium. Also, vertigo. We have to be safe with this exercise because I want you to go long and hard at the gym. Flip over that Bosu ball, sit on that blue ball, and do some ab crunches. And that's what you do when it gets really hard. Today's guest could rough you up as a Mr. Leather title holder with a black belt in karate. And then he could clean you up with a shampoo and a great haircut.
Thighs of steel, bulked up arms, and charisma that'll charm the pants off you. Paulo Batista is the man of your dreams. He received his black belt in Shotokan at the early age of 15. And let me tell you, we bow down to him. He holds a leather title in San Diego. Bet that's not all he holds.
Paulo, thank you so much for being a guest on He's Fit.
Thank you for bringing me here.
I know you came in all the way from San Diego, and I know you're a busy guy, you're a property manager of Target, but before we hear more about you, let's target in on your body. It's time for...
The reveal.
Paulo, your body is beyond inspiring. Your physique is perfect. What I really want to point out is the fact that you have really built and developed a lot of problem areas that guys have. Look, your shoulders, for instance, those boulder shoulders, that medial delt just pops right out. And then as soon as he did that, I don't know if you saw that, turn to the side, show that. As soon as he turns to the side, you're able to see that rear delt, front delt, right into his biceps here and the triceps. I love, love, love your arm because it showcases how you can build bulk in the arm by focusing on your tricep. People don't realize that the bulk of your arm actually comes from the tricep and not the bicep. Way too often people are lifting heavy with the bicep, they tear or injure it when you need to focus on the tricep. Can you show us your tricep? Another side, let me see this. Beautiful. And you can see those cuts go really deep, right into each muscle, separating them. Can you turn around a little slower, Paulo? Come on, give it to us. That's it. With some sexy music, please. It really does bounce. There's that booty. Bootylicious here. Because it's so thick and rounded, we have that cut that goes into the hamstring. Hamstring is not ignored here. Definitely a leg man with the thighs coming out and scooping in. Right behind the knee, the calf muscle. You see all of that cuts? I could literally pull up a chair and just enjoy this for days. This is a perfect example of what all of us guys are aiming to do. So I can't wait to hear how you're building and bulking all of these. So I see this perfect physique in front of me, but I want to find out how we got there. It's time for
The Glow Up.
Let's look at some before and after photos. Let's look at the before. Paulo, I would love for you to share your story from your own words. I would love to know your transformation here.
Well, I'm in a 10-year post-transition transgendered male. I started off, as you see, a little cute being.
Yes, you did.
But as you can tell, I have a shovel in my hands because I like to get dirty. So, and the funny story is, when my dad was still alive, he always called me the son he never had. So it just, he knew I had a different spirit. We all knew I had a different spirit. And over time, I didn't know the words for it then, but as education and time went by, their words came for what being transgender is. And at the age of 26,
Wow.
I discovered who I really was.
What would you now, as the incredibly fit, motivating, and inspiring man to all of us, tell that little girl?
Not to give up on the dreams that you always had, because there's nothing wrong with you. Keep being who you are.
Wow. Sorry, I get a little teary-eyed with it. I really find this so inspiring.
Well, thank you.
Thank you. Let's look at some more before photos. How did you relate to your gender at this point in your life?
Actually, this picture at one point in my life, I was in a very deep depression. You kind of can see it there, but you can't. I was very bulimic, and I was fighting my body dysphoria. I was trying to lose a lot of my feminine curves, and that's technically what got me started in bodybuilding. I honestly didn't know there was a sport behind it. I just knew I wanted to lose the curves to get basically as flat as I could. It was
As flat where specifically?
front, everywhere.
Yeah.
You know, when it comes to feminine features, that's the first things that, you see in women usually. Unfortunately, it's the breasts and the rear buttocks. I mean,
Brandon and I are huge supporters of binding for transgendered youth. I think that that's something that we can do that's highly appropriate.
Yes.
And that we can offer, and there's a lot of charity organizations that actually provide that. So please look into it, everyone.
Yes, no, definitely.
Okay, let's look at another before. Whoa! I want that body right now.
That was actually my second bodybuilding competition. The first one was a little rough. It helped me get past my bulimic stage. This is when I really discovered the sport. It's basically saved my life. At the time, I couldn't transition, but I could transform my body. So for me, it was one transition that I could take care of, and it gave me an outlet. I know a lot of people say I was disciplined, especially when it comes to diet, but it really helped me fight a disease, and it got me to be a better person in the end.
A lot of people suffer from eating disorders and also eating issues.
Yes.
And I think that this is really inspiring to them to know how to include fitness and wellness in their life. And they don't necessarily need to take it to a bodybuilding stage, but incorporating it will really help you find out who you are in your journey.
Yep. For me, really, it let me control my diet. And at that kind of a stage, you want to be very OCD about it.
Yeah.
And it's very hard to eat, but knowing if you have a goal, you help yourself also. So.
And in a short time, you really built your frame. This is what? How many years then?
From the last picture, that's about 2 years. So, I mean, eating does a body good.
Yes, it does.
I got to learn that was a necessity for what I wanted to reach. So, when you have that goal in mind and a set that you're determined, you do what's necessary.
And did you already put into motion your transition at this point?
In my mind, yes.
In your mind.
Because my gender identity couldn't be released or shown, but I could transform my body closer to what I wanted to see in the mirror.
Okay.
So,
and what stages are taken at this point? If you don't mind me asking, if you're comfortable with talking about it.
With transitioning, this stage was possibly me just visiting my therapist. From many different states have many different laws and requirements, which is fine. Transitioning isn't, a niche. It's something that's very serious. Once you do it, there's no going back. So you need to make sure, and I find that that's necessary. A lot of people think it's a headache, but I think it's necessary. And so for me, it was at this point, I could transform my body, going to the gym, and then at the time, seeing a therapist to make sure everything was going in the right process. And it was something that I wanted to really fully fulfill.
And how did you do in the competition?
I actually won first place in that competition.
Yeah. Okay, so tell me where you are then in your transformation, if you don't mind.
This is actually last year. So, I mean, I would say my transition was completely over as soon as I had my chest surgery. It was more of, once the chest surgery happened, taking the hormones, getting, like any other teenage boy, growing the beard, growing the chest hairs, or
Welcome to the club.
Exactly.
My fur vest.
And the older I get, it keeps growing down further lower. So
get used to it. It'll happen.
But this is me enjoying my life at its full extent, at its fullest. I mean, this is way past my transition and being able to share my past with others to help inspire.
And it is. This is helping us live our best life too. I think it helps for everyone to put things into perspective. What you have overcome and what you've been able to do is inspiring for us all. You're so beautiful. I see that on Instagram. And that's why we need your help to achieve the perfect
Thirst Trap.
Hey guys, this is Paulo here, and I'm here to give you my tips on Instagram photos. So I really enjoy Instagram because as a transgendered influencer and advocate out in the world, it gives others opportunity to live through my journey. I get to post pictures of my workouts and the reality of what I live on my day-to-day basis. It's not something many get to see in their hometowns or where they live, so it gives me that chance to expand to the world and others who don't have the opportunity that I have. So it's a very great tool to expand and show the world who we are. One tip that I like to give is show a little hip action. It always keeps the eye wandering to go even further. My second tip for Instagram thirst photo is take the phone out of the photo. This is not as cute as this. This is much better. And our phones do come with a timer that you can set, and you also have friends. They can always hand a helping hand. My third tip is hiding the goods. We all like to send nudes at times, but what's even sexier is hiding the real goods and letting them wonder what's really there. So just turn to your angles and get rid of what doesn't need to be seen, but wants to be seen.
Thirst Trap.
Oh, Nico, that really quenched my thirst. Ooh, now that we're hydrated, do you want to go for a spin?
Yeah.
It's time for the Wheel of Fitness.
Wheel of Fitness.
You're gonna spin the wheel, and whatever body part it lands on, you're gonna show us an exercise for it. It could land anywhere. The possibilities are endless. It's totally up to chance. It could fall on anything. All right, Nico. Ready? Touch my peg and give it a good hard tug. Oh, what's it gonna be, Paulo? Come on. Ooh, it's ass. Okay, Paulo, show us that ass blast exercise.
All right. I like to go into a sumo squat. You can do it with or without weight. Keep your feet a little out, so.
Wide.
Yeah, let's say, not shoulder, but wide.
Wide legs to get a wide booty.
And then just come down. Like I said, with or without weight, it doesn't matter.
Go to fatigue with this, and if doing no weights is not doing it for you, then what I love to do, and if you don't mind I could take it a step further, is this is so similar to my ballet background, and this would be a deep, wide second plie with a lift off. So this we're actually rolling through the foot and giving a little lift. So it will come down and up. And you keep that wide distance, that sumo squat that you had, and you flick those toes like you have water dripping down your leg, which might be sweat in my case. Do you want to try a couple of jumps like that? Come on down and just hop and flick. Hop and flick. Nice, I like that. Let's take it a step further, even more. This I'm famous for. Do you want to grab a weight? This is called my taint squat. I put this nice and snug right underneath and on my taint. And then I come down and I squeeze up. Chest up, ass out. High beams up, booty out. This definitely can be intimidating for anyone that's new to the gym. And I don't know if it's intimidating for you to see both Paulo and I doing this right now. I think we're making everyone sweat at home with us. Open up those thighs, good and deep, good and wide. Coming on down and up. Because Paulo, if you build it, they will come.
Just the tip.
Now it's time for me to show you and the viewer my tip. But this is not just any ordinary tip. This is a sexercise tip. This is gonna help build your strength and stamina in the bedroom. But of course, Paulo, I am a happily married man. And per my marriage contract, my husband must be in the room. Brandon. Hello. This exercise I like to call stretch the bejesus out of your partner. I'm gonna have you lie down on the ground, Paulo. Don't be shy, come a little closer to me. That's nice, right there. I'm gonna have you lay your legs long and arms out to the sides comfortably. I'm gonna stand on each side of you, and I'm gonna ask you to slowly lift up each leg. That's it. Then the other one, and I'm gonna spread open your hips, bend your knees. Are you ready to take it?
Oh.
Are you okay?
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
There it is. You're good and open now. Lube or no lube, up to you. Move back and forth, nice and gentle. Sway your body to and fro. Love that. How do you feel?
I feel very open.
Open to new possibilities. Come on, just to there. Bye, Brandon. Thank you very much. See you later. Bye. Right, come on up. Wow, that was good.
Oh, yeah.
How do your inner thighs feel?
Really, really open.
Open,
And loose.
loose, and sloppy. Yeah. Oh, Paulo, do you hear that sound? Do you know what it means? When the drums are pounding, it's time for the flex battle.
Flex battle. When two champions face off in a flex battle, it is a moment of legendary promotion. Flex battle. Who will prevail in the flex dome? I challenge you to a flex battle. It's time to battle.
It's time to put your fitness to the test and challenge our He's Fit FLEXIATOR. Do you accept this challenge?
I accept.
battle begin! That was an epic flex battle. Make sure you tell us who you think won the flex battle. Paulo, thank you so much for being a guest on He's Fit.
Thank you so much for inviting me.
Loved having you here. Please tell everyone where they can find you.
Yeah, I'm on Instagram. It's going to be FTM Muscle, so 2 words, FTM Muscle. Please feel free to reach out to me. No matter age, gender, sexuality, I'm open to everybody reaching out. So please come.
And you're a great resource for that, so thank you for doing that.
Thank you.
And thank you all for watching. Make sure you tune in next week to another informative and super sexy episode of He's Fit. Let's dance it out.
Yes.
Can't touch this.